Is that a crash Silvia?
Yeah. The headlights, the famous Silvia headlights. This is one of my favorite books. This is the Parts Book. Back in like the early 90s, computers were still, well, this was from 98, but still, even then, computers were very expensive, if you're too young to know, but computers were super expensive. At a dealership, let's say you had this fucking nerd here, right? He doesn't know how to use the computer. All the techs are pissed off, but you got this guy over here. He knows to use this book because he's going to go on the book by looking up your part numbers. When your dual projectors are crashed, shout out Doug, and he's going to get the part numbers, he's going to fax them to the guy, and he's going to find...
So this is an OEM thing.
This is OEM. This is from a third-party company, but they made them for dealerships.
Yeah.
And so it's
a dealership resource.
Quick reference for
Holy
all the
crap.
common part numbers. It has all the schematics. So right now we're looking at an S13 rear knuckle. How these pages work, if you haven't looked up part numbers before, anything that's a 5-digit number, it refers to a chart down here. It would still be the same 5-digit number, but the actual part number, the 10-digit part number, would change based on the year. So you can see, for example, this book refers to both CA and SR, and so it says, oh, on the CA it was 35 F01, but then by the SR in 91, it was 53 FOO. I don't know what part it's referring to in that, but that's what it does. But then on simple stuff like generic hardware, like this pin, it just gives you the 10-digit part number right there. So a pin 009215402A.
That's the axle pin, right?
Yeah, it's the pin, the cotter pin. That's probably in every Nissan, So they give that as a standard part. Yes, here we are. The headlights, the famous Silvia headlights. There you have bricks up top. 2 lights, triple projectors or dual projectors. This book only has the illustration for duals, but the part numbers back here, they refer to both depending on the year. Duals for CA, triples for SR. This wasn't very expensive. This is what I bought early on before I knew about the dealership software.
So you have the dealership software also.
Yeah, we can look at the dealership software too.
All right, let's finish this box off because we have a bunch of cool stuff in here, but we'll get there.